Welcome viewers, this is LB24 team in Whitechapel ward in Tower Hamlets. We're here continuing on with the series of weapons search that's been happening. This is the 5th one in the series. The rapid response team, police teams, gangs units, councillors have all come out today, as well as local residents, to continue on with the successful search. So follow us throughout the day.
So searching, on page 4 you'll see a nice little colourful diagram picture there, which is a couple of key points that we want to impress upon everyone. Be systematic, okay, so Sean's the new DI for the gangs unit, I was the previous one, so Sean's come and taken the baton over. Sean Lane, he's going to be the search coordinator today, so he's the one who's in charge of the overall search. He won't be backwards and coming forwards when he tells you to move around the area, because what we tend to find, because we're all sort of from different groups, is we go into an area and suddenly we just starburst out and search different places pretty incoherently. It's only human nature.
Right, well, let's go there. We'll line up across. I'm not your video, what's it?
You found it. Just want to take a picture of it in the hand. Like that.
In my
hand? Yeah, well, you can take a picture of it in that one. I'll just put the glove out like that. And it can be,
I think I know what it is, you know. It's one of them things seats carry, I think.
Let's just make sure it's...
Yeah, there's definitely a nice one.
Does it look as though it's been free for
That'll go straight into someone that will... That's quite horrifying, to be fair, because do you want to put it down like that and you can see it?
Oh, do you want me to do it again?
Yeah, just do a picture of it.
There you go.
Okay, lovely. So then we'll get rid of that. Definitely. That's going to be forensicated. That's a nice little piece of wood. Yeah, well, this one's quite antique. So I'll go for it.
What happened, you know, the people complain. Children there. Initially a little what's happening, but when I spoke to them, very positive. They understand actually this is about making their safe places safer. Alright, so absolutely good example. We don't want to stop people in enjoying the environment, just engage them and talk to them. Alright, I think we have had one recovery here, even in this park. Alright, which you can see how many people are using it. You know, people are using the parks, they're using it every day, but they're not looking in general, or even if they see them, people often don't want to pick them up, or they'll ignore it. You know, so look, just today, just here, that's the result. It's something that, you know, a kid isn't going to pick up, or whoever may have left it there isn't going to come back every day. So that's the
People use smoke crack cocaine.
Just looking at the fence inwards, right, see if there's anything that's been left and just pop through the railings, alright? If we could do that, just have one pair there, we'll police officer and walk round, and then if we absolutely just split in the middle here, right, what I'm not suggesting you do is step up. Right,
Looks like you ran out of that.
Oh, I think it's that one.
No, I looked for the other shoe.
Oh. I just know if I don't pick anything on your hair.
That's alright, not bad.
As the weapon search continue, I have Councillor Shafi Ahmed here with me. Hello, Councillor. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Thank you. I'm very well, thank you very much.
You've come out today to be involved in the weapon search. Please tell me what your thoughts on it.
Yeah, actually, I'm really pleased that this is happening in the Whitechapel ward. I'm the actual elected councillor for the Whitechapel ward, and it's been a long time since community cohesion has come together, and we are working together to make this ward safer, and we want to eliminate gun crime, we want to eliminate knife crime. With the recent knife crime on the rise in Tower Hamlets, we see that this is a very good initiative taken by the Metropolitan Police and the councillors in the ward to bring about change, so that we're creating awareness amongst the gangs, amongst the people who are violating the law, to stop this, and we will always be there for the local residents to support them in their needy time.
What other message would you like to give the local residents to maybe participate, come out when other searches have been done or are going to be done?
Yeah, I'm very. I would like all residents in the Whitechapel or Tower Hamlets, wherever these searches are happening, to get involved, get yourself involved, so that you're part of the community and you will see that we can work together to eliminate knife crime and gun crime and gang crime in this borough. And also, just by searching today in a small park where children play, very close to where my son goes to school, Ford Square, we actually found a knife, which is very shocking to me, because I have children who come to this park and play, and it's really sad to see that this is happening in Tower Hamlets, and we can only put a stop to it if we work together to eliminate those fears from the residents.
Thank you, that's a great message. Thank you, Councillor.
Just listening to that, what we're going to do now is slightly change the plan.
Excellent, thank you very much.
As the search is continuing, now we've come to another part of a park near Sydney Square. I have Councillor Aminur Khan with me as well. Hello, Councillor, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
You've come out here as well to participate in the weapons search. How is it going for you?
That's right. I feel very proud and privileged to be here today with the Little Weapon Search team as a ward councillor of Whitechapel ward. I have been here with my two ward colleague, Councillor Shafi Ahmed and Councillor Abul Asad, along with Councillor Rabina Khan. And I can see huge interest of local people. As we all know, in Whitechapel is a heaven area, such like this area particularly, and Madul Street and Bayanari Street. So, I mean, we are doing hard work, encouraging people to come out, and people get awareness what is happening. So it's very important and very useful. These kind of activities are very useful.
It's a location that has been subject to antisocial behaviour. There has been violence within that ward and that location, right? So again, it's pushing back that message to the community that we want people to feel safer here, all right? So twofold again. If people
I have here Mohammed Yasser. He's a teacher at the London Islamic School. Welcome, Mohammed.
Thank you for having me in these great activities that you guys are doing, and it's a great way to show the public that the police officer do care for us and care for our community. And one thing surprising that we've noticed, we literally had our break, which we are school in Ford Square known as London Islamic School, and the park that we use for our break time is Ford Square Park. So 10:40 we used that park, and then I just got a phone call from the community members of the mosque for me to join the weapon search group, and it was I'm not sure what to say. I was surprised myself. One of the community workers that helping the police officers, they found a dagger, and it was literally quite a big dagger. And that prior to that, an hour ago, our children used the park. For me as a teacher, as a citizenship teacher, the message is that it's very important for our boys to be aware what they're doing, and for us teachers and the community members to join the police officers and to make our borough much more safer. And for us to see that the police, if this activity didn't happen, wouldn't be not knowing that there are things like that's taking place. But that's a great blessing.
Thank you.
Major reduction around it. You see all the bushes have been cut down.
So where did you actually find the knife? Right.
Just over that side. Because we work in there, so.
Appreciate that, guys. Well, we have Shadwell Gardens next. That's where we're doing our next big reduction, and I've been over there this morning. We're going to find more like this. There's quite a few drugs and other paraphernalia that we find in the bush.
So what do you normally, when you do find knives and drugs, what do you normally do with them?
Report it to me. I'm their team leader. Then we'll put it into a sharps box or another container. That one's too big for a sharps box. We'll collect them. We've got a sharp safe in one of our storage facilities. They all get taken back to the office. Then we'll call the police. They'll come and collect 5 to 10 at a time off of us from the office.
So what organisation do you?
Tower Hamlets Homes. Yeah, the gardening department for Tower Hamlets Homes.
Great, good stuff. Thank you guys.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. We'll leave that with you then, yeah?
Yeah, of course, yeah, no problem.
I have a local resident here who's come to participate and see what's happening with the weapons search. Hello, welcome to be, you're participating part of the weapons search. What are your thoughts on this?
This I am looking, and I am local living this way. This way, everybody every night, all night, in the somebody in the talking, fighting, in the drinking, in the too much problem. Sometime I am coming, in the my child coming, the work in the near, in the night, 12 o'clock coming. There's a problem. Somebody people this way harass every time.
Now seeing the police come out, the rapid response team, councillors and everybody's coming out to do these searches, does that make you feel safer?
Yeah. I like to the police, more police, in the help and the safer.
So you feel confident enough that you're safe?
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Everything started off with your in Shadwell ward. How do you feel about this? Continuing.
I feel happy that councillors are now being involved in taking an active participation with the police and trying to engage with residents and get the confidence back in the community so that they are able to take control of their estates, be part of their estates and feel safer, because that's what communities and estates are there for our children to live there, for our children to thrive, for our communities to be together and for families to be able to aspire.
And it's a great initiative that started with yourself. Can you give a message out to the viewers?
My only message to the viewers is let's all work together with the police and our policymakers so that we can make this borough a safer place for all.
Thank you, Councillor Khan. I'll tag along with the rapid response team. Is that fine? My media thing. We've come to Myrtle Street now. I have local councillor Abul Asad with me. Hello, councillor. How are you?
I'm just fine. I'm very pleased to be here with the police and the community to find a search for knife crime and in a hotspot area. And this is a hotspot area. I've been a councillor for the last 28 years. Many initiatives has been taken by the community and the police, but this initiative particularly to deal with knife crime.
So you've been participating from earlier on in the day. How do you feel? Because there were some knives and other items found. So how do you feel finding that? Does that make you feel giving out a good message to the community? What message would you give?
Yeah, knives has been found, and I've seen that, and it is shocking really in this area. Knives crimes are increasing, and knives and other weapons are found. I want to say to the community and the local voluntary sector organizations, faith organizations, that we all have to get involved with this, and this needs to be a multi-agencies approach with the police, rapid response, community groups, faith groups, local councillors and the local community to eliminate this knife crime and the antisocial activities in the area.
Thank you, great message. Thank you, Councillor.
Representing from the mosque there, and they're ready to meet us. All right. Okay, we found what a hammer, and we found
Post.
Okay.
Also a broken bottle over there.
No,
Just don't know if that's...
Oh, we're not going to. I don't want people.
Don't want the post package.
No.
We walk down to near Madani Girls' School now. I have PC Durrance here with me. Hello, PC.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
You've been participating in the search from midday. How are you feeling? What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it's good to be here. I mean, I'm one of the designated ward officers of Whitechapel, so this is the area that we look after. So it's nice to get additional resources in to assist us because we know there's a major ASB issue happening and a lot of life crime. So it's nice to get the additional resources and show a good show of force.
Is this your first weapon search that you've participated in, or have there been others?
Of this large scale, yes, but we do regular weapon sweeps just within our local wards.
And do you find a lot of weapons and other...
Yeah, quite often. We often find something, not necessarily a knife, but it could just be a pole or something that we take off the street.
So it's a great initiative. Can you give a message to the viewers and local residents?
Yeah, just don't get trapped into the mindset of everyone and just don't carry. You don't know what happens in the heat of the moment and you don't want that to sort of ruin the rest of your lives.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We get a lot of cars coming, delivering the stuff they want.
We've come over to Swedenborg Gardens now. Here I have Imam from Christian Street Mosque. Welcome, Imam. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
So you're participating in the weapons search today. We're at Swedenborg Gardens. Please give your thoughts and a message.
Actually, it's a wonderful thing. And I appreciate that our Tower Hamlet councillors, Tower Hamlet ward councillors have organised this, and they have managed to organise a team to come at the police and other teams to come and do a weapons search in this area. Because as a local community and as a local residents, I think we should feel safe to live here, and we don't want to be frightened by the minority who are committing crimes, and they are causing disruption in this area. So I think it's a very positive movement from the local councillors, and they are doing a wonderful job, and I hope that they will keep this in the future and they will do more to keep the area safe and keep us safe as well.
I have Detective Inspector Chris Sewell with me here. Well, he was leading on the flash searches that started in Shadwell. He's taken a new role on as a transformational director. Have I got that right, Chris?
Yeah, transformation directorate. Yeah. So,
okay, for what department now are you in?
So I'm looking at the new ways in which we employ people coming into the Met as detectives, which is a really interesting piece of work, but it's very different to the gangs work that we've been doing and the flash searches that we've been taking with the community.
I'm sure we'll be missing you. DI Drislin has spoken about you, how you've handed over and really been supportive. What is your message out to the community?
I'd simply say that really the most important thing is the involvement of everyone. So the police, community and the local authority. The important thing is to keep driving the initiative forward. So for example, in the wider London boroughs, of which we have sort of 31 boroughs and an area borough command unit, which is a big area, we've seen something within the region of 49 flash searches take place over this week, which is really positive. There's another 16, so I'm told, scheduled for today across the London boroughs, of which this one has been one today. So if all of those flash searches have members of the community, members of their local authority coming together to fight crime and take knives off of their respective boroughs, and that's only a real positive thing, and we're really happy that with Tower Hamlets we were able to push this initiative forward.
You've taken time out to especially be here today, supporting supporting Detective Inspector Drislin. What advice have you given him?
Well, as I say, I came out today because it's a subject close to my heart, and seeing the involvement of the community really does make everyone walk away from these sort of initiatives with a spring in their step, which is really positive. We always wanted to find knives when we came out on these searches. I think it's positive when we don't find knives, in one respect. But for me, the overarching thing is trying to reach out to members of the community that we necessarily wouldn't speak to on a regular basis, and that's really important. And we've seen that today with members in the park who have been enjoying the park, sort of taking interest in what we're doing. We had volunteers come forward and start to search with us once we gave them a health and safety briefing. So that proves to me that there is a lot of leeway to make this initiative grow, and that's really important.
Thank you. It's been great talking to you.
Thank you. Take care.
From my point of view, all right, thank you. Thank you to local authority, to the councillors, Mr. Councillor. Thank you to the local mosque and residents. All right. This is actually the 4th search today. Right. So I know there were some needles recovered from the park, and on a positive note, no weapons in here, which is positive because previously we have recovered weapons. Right. So actually that's good news. You know, it's actually good news because it sort of shows it's having an effect. You know, that searching, using it, you know, the Save the Neighbourhood teams here from Whitechapel being visible has had an effect. So thank you. We will be pushing this forward. Again, it's not going to be a one-off. We'll be doing a rolling series of community searches across all of the different wards, and no doubt in a few months we will be back again. You know, and like I said, these things, they don't cost more than time. You know, and that's the precious thing. It's your time. It's the time of the officers here for local authorities, our time. You know, but it's time well spent, right? Because we're actually out here giving a really positive message. And like I said, I think today I'd like to thank you for your time, and I look forward to working with everybody in the future. All right. So, any questions from anyone before we?
The search is continuing in Swedenborg Gardens. I have a new detective inspector here with me who will be leading on the weapons search in the borough. Welcome, Detective Inspector Drislin. How are you?
Hello, yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Obviously, I'm pleased to be here on Tower Hamlets. It's a new posting for me. It's my 3rd week. So, again, I'm seeking to build on the really positive work that's been done here by my predecessor, DI Chris Saul, the council, and obviously the local community and local faith groups. So I appreciate the weapons sweeps themselves. They're a small part of the overall effort, right? But it's important because it's about us being visible as police. It's about us working in partnership with the Bangladeshi community or all the other communities within Tower Hamlets to actually say these are our spaces. Knives have no place in them. Weapons have no place in them. Gang members have no place in them. These are spaces that should be used by young people. They should be here to be enjoyed as they are today by the elderly over there walking their dogs, and by young people and children. So I'm the new detective inspector running the gangs unit on Tower Hamlets. We will be proactively targeting those who carry knives, those who deal drugs. There is an issue with Class A drugs on Tower Hamlets and their use. And in doing that, this is just an appeal. We need the help of every community, and I'm here to listen to every community, and I'm here to serve every part of the community. So it's a pleasure to be here today. We have recovered some weapons, all right? I'm here, in effect, an opportunity to say hello and to give you an undertaking that as the DI on Tower Hamlets gangs, I'm going to do all I can to make this a very hostile environment for the minority of people who are committing crime, who are making the majority of people's lives a little worse, right? So a message for those committing criminal offences on Tower Hamlets: I'm here now, I'm running the gangs unit, and I'll be doing all my best to make sure that you're dealt with, arrested, and where appropriate, you go to prison, right? So.
Thank you, great message, and look forward to participating in more of the weapons search with yourself.
And thank you for your support, because it actually helps getting our message out there that you've taken your time today to come and record and to report it. So from my point of view, thank you, and I look forward to working with you again in the future.
Thank you, thank you. Right, as we've drawn to the end of this flash search, weapon search, we have found some weapons. Knives have been found, hammers as well. But now we've taken some interviews, which you've seen. It's been successful. Also, a new take on this, what DI Drislin did, was actually visual around Myrtle Street. He was walking around, just letting the residents know that we are out there. We're taking this initiative and it will continue. As you've heard from him, he will continue on with the initiative. So watch this space.